pressure pooling along that front, resulting in rain and even embedded thunderstorms. And this
All right, I know where.
already starting to get that, starting to tap into it now in parts of the downtown areas. And it will become again more numerous and just flat rain. That's continuous going into the afternoon and again into the evening. Along with it, that embedded thunderstorms possible. We have a changeover to a little sleet, perhaps, way on the backside. So maybe a few slippery spots on the roadways there. In the Twin Cities, we should remain above freezing and all the way until precipitation ends overnight tonight. So we will get a break. But then we'll be close to freezing waking up tomorrow morning. So certainly a few slippery spots are possible out on our roads. And then on the backside, so starting tomorrow, again, waking up near freezing, we're not going to warm up a whole lot at all during the afternoon. We'll be on the cold side of that frontal boundary with another wave that's currently over Kansas. That's going to be moving across the area and resulting this time around tomorrow in some snowfall. You see in the blue here? That's snow. So we could have some pockets of moderate, maybe even heavy snow at times. As far as accumulation is concerned, it should be on the very low end side. Nothing significant. And the reason for that is, one, it doesn't last too long. And number two, it's because our ground temperatures are still very warm thanks to that stretch of 70s we just endured. Now the warmth is heading out. 65 degrees here at 1 p.m., 54 at 4 p.m. And notice how we just continue to fall another 11 degrees there by 8 o'clock. Those winds becoming northwest, and you're gonna feel that a little bit, a little blustery out there this afternoon. Rainfall amounts could exceed an inch in a few locales, otherwise close to an inch, even here in the Twin Cities. And then snowfall, looking ahead tomorrow, maybe an inch, possibly an inch and a half in some locales. 66 and for high today, blustery falling temperatures through the afternoon, down to 32 degrees tonight. Watch out, a few slick spots out on the roadways. Tomorrow high of only 36 with afternoon and evening snow, but once it wraps up, we're actually closer to average. I know it looks cold. Wednesday with sunshine, high of 42, maybe a little bit of rain snow mix as we go into Thursday. Time right now is 11:48. Stay with us here on 5 Eyewitness News. We'll be right back.
Gotta go back quite a ways.
Stars also happens to be a Cannon Falls native. We're going to talk with Caitlin Smith about her rising country music career.
Why are you following me?
You can make one out of glass.
3 o'clock, Twin Cities Live. You suffer daily with neuropathy pain, numbness, tingling, or burning in your feet or hands that never seems to go away. Your balance may also be affected. These debilitating balance problems may eventually end with you in a walker or wheelchair if left untreated. There's now a new treatment program that can help to reverse your neuropathy.
That's an interesting design flaw, I guess.
Call right now to schedule your free consultation or online at feedbackn.com.
Ouch.
At Maury, we believe in change, in celebrating it when life happens and new adventures begin, in affecting it for good in our communities where we're called to serve, and in making the most of it, whatever it may be. Because change can be good. And if your life changes, we'll be here for you, changing to meet your needs wherever you are in your journey, from Mazda to Mercedes, and everything in between, with humility, integrity, and heart.
Attention, anyone with pain or numbness in their feet. You may be suffering from peripheral neuropathy, which affects an estimated 20 million Americans. Don't worry, Platinum Health Solutions has great news. We have breakthrough treatment options that require no surgery or medications. These treatment options have a high success rate and is typically covered by most major insurances, including Medicare. What are you waiting for? Call Platinum Health Solutions for a free consultation.
Sorry about the back noise if it's loud.
Minnesota's original plumbing, heating, and cooling contractor, the McQuillan Brothers. That's probably not what you wanted me to say. That was like a C-. I'm just standing here. It's called us. Because we know. Okay, I know my cues.
There we go.
McQuillan Brothers, Minnesota's original plumbing, heating, and cooling contractors. Right now, get a complimentary water heater flush on all plumbing calls. Already have a bid? Call us for a second opinion and the McQuillan Brothers price match guarantee.
Why is this computer flashing?
Welcome back, everyone. We are happy to welcome our friend Kelly Hansen from Twin Cities live from your living room. How's e-learning going there today? They are back to school today. Getting work done, that's for sure. All right, we saw this really fun story on Fox News. A British couple named Kieran White and Tilly Christmas recently got married. Their hyphenated last name is now White Christmas. I love this so much. The couple originally planned to marry in July, but had to postpone. They recently wed in England at a COVID-safe ceremony of just 13 people in attendance. They are high school sweethearts, and the bride Tilly said she always loved the last name Christmas and found her perfect match surname. They may be the most festive couple out there. I love that they hyphenated it because you should if it's White and Christmas. It's just
Oh, they blocked the store?
so perfect. It would have been even better if they'd had like a Christmas Eve wedding, but how fun for them. Congratulations. Hey, tell us about what's coming up with Aunt Ray. All right, coming up today on Twin Cities Live, one of Nashville's
How do I get in there?
also a Cannon Falls native. She describes herself as a Minnesota girl, a songwriter, an artist, and a firecracker. You're going to love her. We're going to talk with Caitlin Smith about her rising country music career. Plus, Thanksgiving, you guys, is just 18 days away. It's likely your meal may look a little smaller this year, but that doesn't mean you should skip wowing your small crowd. I'm going to take you to the Nordic Ware Factory store to tell you how to amp up your table with baked goods and what you need to get your Thanksgiving meal on the table. It's all today at 3 on Twin Cities Live. Sounds wonderful and delicious. Kelly, thank you. We'll be right back.
When the Civil War ended, the business started.
It's quite a story.
We'll take you inside the Faribault Woolen Mill Company and show you how they've been keeping people warm here for more than a century. In this week's So Minnesota.
So Minnesota.
McQuillan Brothers.
Wide open spaces. We could all use more of those. Places where we can get away, get outside, and get back on the road to adventure. South Dakota's outdoors are open to safe travel. While you're here, do your part to explore them responsibly. When it is time to travel, great places are waiting.
Oh, there's one there if I do need it. Ah, shit. Back here again. Well, let's go kill this guy and then be on our way.
It works early. And of course, with any disease, whether it's cancer, heart disease, stroke, or COVID, earlier is better.
We shouldn't be too far.
And this is inexpensive, too. $3 for each treatment. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And wait, look, I can pause, Johnny. That is why there are big pharmaceutical companies that are fighting this and are trying to downplay what you're talking about, and they're trying to, what's the word, discredit it, because they're going to make billions off of a vaccine. And so they don't want you doing simple things like hydroxychloroquine or budesonide because it's so inexpensive and they're not going to make any money off of it. So I know you can't respond to that, but I can because I'm not certified by the American Medical Association or whoever does it.
What could happen with this baby?
the World Health Organization admitted, and there was a story in the New York Times a week ago saying after 470 hospitals, 30 nations, 11,000 patients, it doesn't save one life. It doesn't change the mortality rate at all.
This is mostly the only reason why I'm here, is to kill this guy.
And it requires a 4 to 5 day hospital stay, which will be billed for.
Apparently he gives you the second.
What happened with our president as far as when he got COVID from the doctor's viewpoint? Because I know he had been taking hydroxychloroquine, previously.
Well, there's two things that are not CDC protocol, that are not what the CDC recommends, which changes week to week, by the way.
Yeah.
He got early treatment. Number one, from the CDC.
Crap.
At every hospital and every hospital. But if you got mild to moderate symptoms, stay home, tough it out. Once you have severe symptoms, he didn't wait till he had severe symptoms. He got early treatment. Second thing is he got a steroid. I know he got dexamethasone, and I've heard rumors that he got an inhaled steroid. There's only one. And so he got early treatment and he got corticosteroids. Neither one was approved at the time that he got treated.
Wow. So
where'd he go?
What would you say to people? Because you can't believe how many people say, like you said, wow, we hear about this, but how do we have access to it? Would you repeat that again?
Yes. So budesonide.works.com is a website that has the treatment protocol. So if you have a family physician that knows you, that cares about you, he can look at that protocol tab and he'll see exactly what the treatment strategy is. There's two things that budesonide does. One is research shows that it decreases the amount of those receptors. That's the receptor that the virus latches onto it to get into the cells. And if it makes you make less of those receptors,
It's a big game of cat and mouse with this guy.
Children have less ACE receptors. 92% of the children who get COVID have no or mild symptoms. This makes you more protected. The second thing is it decreases the release of the inflammatory poisons.
Please turn around.
That's what causes clotting and everything else. It's not related to breathing.
So why is this allowed? We're about to run out of time. Why is this allowed? This is the main thing.
Well, there's a lot of things.
That's what I was wondering if I... He might hear me jumping down though. Jeez.
Every day. When it says it kills 99.9% of germs, it kills 100% of virus in contact. Use mouthwash every day. If you have symptoms, use it more frequently. And steroid nose
Just
spray
pistol ammo.
And this will downregulate your ACE receptors, make you more protective. This is proactive. This is proactive. Which one is that? This is budesonide nose spray.
Nose spray that you can get over the counter. Yeah.
Yes. All right, okay, well, that website's up there. If you know somebody's got COVID, tell them to go to that website. This has helped thousands of people. We know it works. Even in the final stages, it can help people.
Yeah.
So, folks, we love you. We're here to dispel fear. We're here to bring hope.
Yeah.
Keep praying. God is on the throne. It's not over yet. And we love you. We'll see you again right here on...
I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna wait for him to come around the corner, turn around, and I'm gonna throw a bottle. Probably like right there or something. I don't think it's gonna kill him, but it definitely will. Oh, he's going around.
Hello, and welcome to the Jim Baker Show. Coming to you from the beautiful Ozark Mountains.
This building is...
Today, our special guest is evangelist and religion and culture analyst, Alex McFarland. Our co-hosts today are Maricela Woodall, Lori Crable, and I'm Tammy Sue Baker. And now, direct from the Baker family home in the Ozarks, here's your host, Mondo.
What? How'd you see me? I was behind you.
Recuperating from this past week. We've had a wild week.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, have you ever woken up and had a wild morning? I was getting ready upstairs, and all of a sudden, I
That didn't kill him. That wasn't gonna work. He's not stupid like some of the other enemies. Are you dead yet? Oh my gosh. There we go. Second.
Just the component I need. Almost there.
I think I got them both now, don't I? Okay. Okay, smoke grenade. Alright, let's get out of here.
We begin to learn what God did in the midst of a crisis. And here we are, Andrew. You know, Andrew's an amazing man. And someday we'll really introduce Andrew. But Andrew has been with the ministry and has probably, out of any of us, known Dad more than even us.
He's our chief editor, and so he gets to edit. He has edited Pastor Jim for over 12 years. So he always tells me I have Pastor Jim's voice constantly in the back of my head. But right now, as you see on the screen, our dad, Pastor Jim Bakker, is writing a new book. And so we as a family and our staff came together yesterday, and we have been coming together to help him. And really, as you said, Mondo, really explaining the behind the scenes of what our ministry has gone through, what our parents.
It's not broken no more.
Listen, some of you saw the headlines. We found out the way you did through social media, and you're going to learn what happened behind the scenes on how a small army, a mighty army of God, came together. The Lord said, you know what? They're through. They're done. We're going to sink Jim Bakker in the ministry. But if they only knew that God was on our side. And I want to tell you something. Don't mess with God's anointing. Don't mess with the men and women of God, because prayer does work. And if you have gone through something, this book, it's not only going to inspire you, it's going to build your faith. One thing we know about Dan Laurie is that he's a faith man. Yeah. He has faith like we've seen before.
This gives me some hope. Seems like he couldn't fool everybody after all. Still need to be cautious. He convinced a lot of people straight into STEM.
We were in that table reading. What was going through your mind?
Preying on the lost and hopeless while pretending to have the keys to happiness. Now I'm beginning to understand his MO.
Tornadic storm. What was going through your mind as you were?
The bastard smooth-talked himself right into the middle of the plan, just to use it for his own personal gain. His handwriting should have been a dead giveaway that he's a psycho. Jesus. This looks like it was written by the Zodiac Killer.
The Zodiac Killer. Oh my god.
Spiritual leader and motivational speaker. No wonder he was able to convince everyone he was on their side. Seemed like a good guy on the surface.
This mighty man of God, this general in God's army, and then he would choose us to help him. And you know, in that time, as many of you know, we stepped right in and said, Dad, we will continue to carry the vision. We will hold your arms up, and
Baker's dead. Miles,
at least he died.
Harrison.
Without him, that stable field emitter would still be off.
Miles Harrison.
Didn't want to kill him, but Theodore left me no choice.
Leo.
I told you to be careful with that thing, Sykes. Hope you made it out.
I learned one thing about Dad. He used to say, while you're going through hell, don't stop. And I'm telling you, we were going through hell. It seemed like we were being bombarded.
Is there anything here worth talking about? Stefano Valentino.
And you know, and that's the thing, I think so many of our viewers, you know, many of you are watching, maybe even for the very first time, you know, but our ministry, I will continue to repeat this and shout it from the rooftops. It is only the hand of God. It's only by a miracle of God.
This was the last picture of the war photographer taken. It almost cost me my life, but it was. This was sponsored by Creative Rebirth. It opened my eyes to the fact that there can be an inherent beauty in abject horror. I may never take another photo with such meaning. You mentioned that it almost cost you your life. Could you tell us more about that? Well, you know my eye, of course. There's still a little piece of shrapnel that the doctors couldn't get out. They said it was a miracle that it didn't make it into my brain. It still aches sometimes, but I don't mind it. It helped me focus on what's really important, the beauty of life and the suffering, the fundamentals of my art.
There's no arguing with the results of what the airplane did.
And that's probably where his mind snapped. Was at the war. More efforts. Hi, Cat.
The Mustang's all-aluminum fuselage makes it light, even by today's standards.
Can I talk to you? Nope, not here.
Were aviation firsts, including the shape of its wings.
As the wing comes back, you'll see it.
I don't think I got anything. I don't think I got any keys, but just wanna.
Don't worry, Detective. This won't hurt a bit.
It was very unique. It was no fighter before had ever had a wing like this installed.
It was a subtle change.
You need my assistance.
I do. I could use some information most of all.
I sense that, but it's all I can sense at this juncture.
What do you mean?
There's something here that's making things murky for me. For everyone in here. Although there aren't many left in here to clear things up for. You're one of the last. But for how long?
That's ominous.
Let's get you taken care of, shall we? How am I ever going to get these nails right if you keep interrupting my manicure?
And this wing made a big difference in the performance of this airplane. Had this plane not had this wing, it probably never would have been the plane that it was. The airplane came off the production line and it was a hot little baby. It could really go.
Dick Andre served as a fighter pilot for 30 years. He was the director of the U.S. Air Force History and Museums Program.
Those original airplanes went over to Great Britain.
I'm good. I'll just save up. It's nothing really I want to buy right now anyway.
British engineers suggest swapping its Allison V-1710 engine for the more powerful Rolls-Royce Merlin engine they use in Spitfire aircraft.
Oh, I got the flamethrower.
That increases the performance of the Merlin at altitudes above 15, 20, 25,000 feet. And so the Merlin provides better all-around performance, especially at high altitudes.
Won't let me equip it.
And it increases the plane's speed from 380 miles an hour to 440. By late 1943, British and American forces have more than 4,000 Mustangs at their disposal. But how will the Mustang hold up in combat? One man is about to find out. January 11th, 1944. Legendary American pilot Major James Howard finds himself the sole defender of a bomber formation. When some 30 enemy fighters break the horizon.
Okay, so the computer stopped flashing gold.
Howard zooms in.
the strikes to one, we all get together and support each other. That's the nature of humanity.
Excuse me.
That they were going to do this before it happened, and everyone just did it. I think that's the way that people need to be looked at.
Duracell Optimum can make devices work even better than copper top. This toothbrush brushes quicker. This screwdriver turns speedier. This fan spins faster. Upgrade your devices with Duracell Optimum.
Hi, Linda. Looks like you've got a prescription fill. Any idea how much that's going to cost in there? The exact same drug that's $10 at this pharmacy is $150 at this one. GoodRx finds prices and discount coupons on every prescription. Just input the drug name and instantly find savings at virtually every pharmacy in America.
What can I do for you? Here's my prescription and the coupon from GoodRx. Nice price.
Stop paying too much for your prescriptions with GoodRx. Millions of people
Apparently she can't jump over things.
And you can too, thanks to Keeps. Get online access to a physician and FDA-approved treatments delivered right to your door, safely and affordably. Go to keeps.com/TV to learn more.
What they did remains the most important thing.
Starting tonight, Smithsonian Channel honors our veterans with a week-long tribute. We're fighting for our lives.
Damn, that's a big one.
The premiere of 100 missions survived in Vietnam. A lot of pilots thought they were not going to make it. An in-depth look into the riskiest Vietnam air missions. You could die at any time.
Looks like shotgun shells. Yeah, shotgun shells.
Starts tonight with the premiere of 100 missions surviving Vietnam at 8, followed by
Alright.
Marathon at 9.
High over Nazi Germany, James Howard's P-51 Mustang single-handedly faces some 30
Down long,
So
long.
you know Theodore Wallace?
Howard
He's had
charges,
recruitment.
guns blazing.
But what's he doing instead?
Somehow, he must
Why
protect
is he
the
doing
bombers
this?
behind him from
There's a
attack.
lot going on that you don't know about.
But he's a
Theodore
lone
wants
pilot.
Lily for
The
himself.
aircraft new to combat.
You saw what he did to O'Neill. He'll do that to everybody in here if he has to. He'll tear this place apart to get his hands on her. I can't let that happen.
World War II.
These B-17 crews are watching this one Mustang go after upwards of 30 Luftwaffe fighters.
Howard's solo battle rages on for half an hour
What is it?
as he picks off enemy fighters one by one.
I'm not totally sure, but it looks a hell of a lot like the stable field emitter. Whatever it is, O'Neill said to destroy it. So that's what I'm gonna do.
He continues to use
And I know just how.
speed and agility
It's me.
to bluff the
Sebastian,
Germans and force them
I'm starting to think you forgot about me.
Have you finished arming that cookie dough of yours?
I have. Looking for an excuse to use it too.
Good. I'm sending you my coordinates. Bring the big guns. We're going hunting.
Got it. I'm already gone. See you soon.
It just looked at teleportation at its finest.
Of a good pilot and this great airplane, what they can do against the enemy.
Howard gives the Mustang an A-OK.
I'm almost ready over here. Let me know when you're good to go.
Let me grab whatever little supplies there is. And then we can go on. Oh, look at that.
Also creates a blind spot to the rear.
Wow.
When you look back, you had airplane.
Knew there was something here.
The fuselage was sticking up as high as the top of the
I'll take it.
So you did not
It's like
have very good
plastic.
visibility
It's like
to the rear.
candy.
What does a fighter pilot need to be doing? Looking all around all the time to see where the enemy is and make sure he isn't being attacked.
Engineers respond and modify the aircraft to a bubble canopy. This gives pilots more space and allows them a clear view when they look over their shoulder.
There's not another statue in the candles, is there? That'd be a good hiding spot.
Has been used ever since.
The Mustang has made an impressive debut. But next time, the Germans will not be so surprised. and they still have superior numbers.
No, alright.
I need you to clarify a few things for me, Hoffman. You didn't seem surprised to see Esmeralda here.
Why should I be? She's a familiar face in STEM.
Everybody knows everybody in Mobius, huh?
More like I know everybody. I've been in charge of new hire evaluations for years.
Like one big dysfunctional family.
Esmeralda's the best person to have around in dangerous situations. She's a good soldier.
You're damn right I am.
I assume you know Myra, too?
I do. We work together closely.
How could she do this? How could she stand by while they conducted experiments on Lily? How could she tell Lily that I was dead?
Myra's maternal instinct is very strong. She joined Mobius to be closer to Lily. And the word experiment is a bit harsh. Lily was treated well, and she was able to interact with her mother on a daily basis. As far as telling Lily you were dead, I believe Myra only did it to protect Lily's feelings.
Yeah, well, I believe Myra's maternal instinct has gotten a little bit out of control.
Hopefully, you can work this all out as a family when this is all over.
I've been into Theodore's reality. If it's a reflection of his psyche, he's definitely got some serious mental issues.
That would explain why he's so powerful.
And yet he's hiding.
Perhaps it's easier to manipulate from the shadows.
Well, I'm about to drag him out of the shadows.
If what Liam told us was true,
there's only one way to find out. I don't know if you should be in here when this thing goes off.
I don't think I want to be. There were some interesting items in the other room that Liam was working on. I want to go check and see if there's anything that might be useful.
Okay. But then you should get back to your safe house. No telling what will happen in here once we shut this thing down.
Will do.
It's the end of that conversation.
Tell me something, Torres. So you knew Hoffman before this?
Everybody knows Hoffman. You don't get into Mobius without passing through her office.
Can she be trusted?
I might have said no before, but nothing like being abandoned by your corporate masters to make you rethink your position. She's trapped in here like the rest of us.
So you're not sure?
Yeah, she's not bad. Just a bit of a cold fish. I have trouble completely trusting people who look at me like I'm something in a petri dish.
I don't know what's gonna happen when we blow this thing up.
Me either. But at least we're being proactive.
I don't think we're gonna convince Theodore to leave Lily alone. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be talked into doing the right thing.
So you're giving me orders to shoot on sight?
I'm just saying be prepared for anything. You can't predict what's gonna happen in this place. No offense, but how did someone as smart and headstrong as you wind up in an organization like Mobius?
I was a demolitions expert in the army. They loaned me out to Mobius for some Black Ops stuff. Once my term was up, they came knocking.
And you just joined up like that?
They were pretty good salesmen. They don't tell you everything when you sign on. I was tasked with some things that I'm not proud of. They expect you to follow blindly, and if you disobey, when Myra offered me the opportunity to get out, I had to take it. I've still got some morals left, despite the things that I've had to do.
Is that enough to take care of this thing?
Like 10 times over, and it's ready to go when you are.
I'm good to go.
Let's just get this show on the
I'm
road.
going to check out the equipment in the other room. Good luck, you two.
I wouldn't be scared. I wouldn't be.
Kick ass happening in 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Are you okay, Torres? Torres? Where'd you?
Credit scores instantly free with download the experience.
Sebastian Castellanos. You refuse to step into the darkness. So you try to bring me to the light. Your rash decisions have always been your downfall. Come then. I await you. You want to find your beloved daughter. Go there.
200 megabits per second.
See if it's happening now.
That's not what I read it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh God. Lily?
Andrew,
You're here.
I'm trying to stream my classes, but it's impossible when my internet keeps dropping. Okay, breathe. Spectrum Business is a
Chapter 12, Bottomless Pit.
I need to keep expenses low, but my phone and internet bill is packed with fees.
Spectrum Business doesn't have extra
Bonk.
fees or contracts, so what you see is what you pay. What's the fact? Call Spectrum Business to get 200 meg and phone for $69 a month. Plus get 1 month free when you call 888-300-0303 today.
88 to come a little fast.
Die!
For everyone else, and us getting paid on Wednesday. Want to say goodbye to those long check cashing lines?
I can never see myself standing in a line ever making again.
Get your own NetSpend prepaid MasterCard with direct deposit. Your money will
What is that?
to your NetSpend card.
Oh, it's an ammo pouch, yeah. Handgun pouch. Nice.
MasterCard is accepted. I use it every day for every purchase. I use it to pay my rent. It's not a credit card. It's convenient.
There's a lot of enemies in here.
Payback rewards on many of your purchases. That's money right back into your card account.
From eating at major restaurants to sending my mom flowers, I get cash back.
Because this is not a credit card, with NetSpend you pay no interest fees, late fees, or activation fees. There's no credit check to get started and no cost to order.
I use my NetSpend card for everything.
If you want to convert $200, choose your card color. 1-800-428-5240. That's 1-800-428-5240. Get paid up to 2 days faster with NetSpend.
Biggest transportation hubs on the planet. You're fighting Mother Nature, and sometimes there's no let up. There's no time to freeze. Nothing you learn in the lower 48 applies here. Place Airport, Alaska. Sunday at 8 on Smithsonian Channel. February 19th, 1944. Allied air crews prepare to bomb aircraft manufacturing and support plants deep inside Germany. Among the escort fighters, expected to fly higher and farther than any other fighter plane on the planet. The British lead the first attack of Big Week at night with an enormous fleet of 823 bombers. But they encounter a German fighting force of some 300 aircraft and lose a devastating 78 bombers. But no one is shirking the task at hand.
The heavy losses that the RAF experiences on the first night of Big Week is not seen as a deterrent to what's going to occur over the course of the following week.
The Americans depart for Europe with a record-breaking formation of 1,008 bombers and 835 fighters to defend them. The Mustang pilots drop their empty external tanks and plunge into the fight, all the way to the German heartland. In unseasonably clear skies, there is no hiding, only fighting. The German aircraft are but their new weapons weigh them down. And the Mustangs easily outmaneuver.
Oh, what is this wall?
Once again, there are American escort fighters there. And the losses start to build. The losses are losing fighters that have been modified and developed to attack slow, heavy bombers. And now there are these maneuverable fighters going after them.
When day one of the mission is over, the statistics speak for themselves. Of the 1,008 American bombers that left,
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna turn around? You gonna come this way? What you doing?
an estimated 127 fighters. Of the Allied fighters lost, only one is a Mustang.
That's one of the best abilities I think that's in the game, is the able to run up behind the enemy and to just slam the knife into the back of their skull.
Every day of the Big Week campaign.
The
one of my favorite abilities, at least. For anything further out.
That changed everything for the Air Force. Being able to have losses such that they were livable losses.
Most devastating to the Luftwaffe, the loss of airmen. 434 killed throughout the month of February. Some 17% of their pilots.
We have killed.
I bet there's like a couple secrets in this area.
German fighter pilots. So their force became very inexperienced, very fast, and the result showed.
Oh, invisible wall. Okay. Cool. Well, at least this game has boundaries. Can't go too far out, can't go too far. Okay, I guess that's fine.
Told them I don't want you flying formation of the bombers anymore. What I want you to do is sweep the skies in front of the bombers. Engage the German fighters before they have a chance to even get to the bombers.
Am I supposed? Is there any kind of like secrets in this blood gorge? Anything at all?
Was to destroy the Luftwaffe. We didn't just drive them away and come back. We followed them and take them to the ground and kill them. It was called Pursue and Destroy.
May 27th, 1944. D-Day is just 10 days away. Bud must escort a squad of B-17 bombers to loot this bomb.
Probably through that door, but just give me a minute.
All maintain radio silence. Bud flies just above the formation and scans the skies for enemy aircraft.
Maybe there's no special items in this first area.
Fairly close to the bombers to see them come in.
Then Bud sees it. A formation of 4 BF-109s heading straight for his bombers.
My wingman hollers out. We got bogies, unidentified airplanes, coming at us from 5 o'clock high. So they're coming right down our tail. We're very, very vulnerable. It's obvious that they were attacking us. As soon as we spotted them.
Okay, I don't think there's anything here, so let's go to the next area.
Steep turn. We had to do something on the defense, so that they would have been right up our tail.
The Germans home in on Bud, who does the only thing he can to stay out of enemy sights.
Oh, I probably could run faster than him.
I pretty well knew after one turn.
Don't break.
I could see where I was going. Speed advantage. They're in trail now. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a line. So we roll out right behind them and, chase them.
Bud closes in on an enemy aircraft and shoots.
Like it hits all over him. Heavy black smoke came out. And he just fell out of control.
The 6th confirmed kill for the war.
Ugh. That guy popped out out of nowhere.
Bud's only choice for escape is a steep climb. The BF-109 both planes push their limit in a near vertical climb, already close to 6 miles high.
He's trying to get up there, and so I'm just pulling. We're both going like this. Somewhere in here, somebody's going to first guy that does that is going to be in trouble.
Bud is just a few seconds away from taking a direct hit. His pursuer's engine starts to vibrate. It sputters and stalls. The tables are turned, with Bud now chasing the German in a similar vertical climb. But this time, both pilots know who has the better aircraft.
Back on the steady, I fire a burst, and I saw a tracer kind of go off his left wing. So I gave just a little bit left rudder, and then I got hits all over it.
The German machine plummets some 30,000 feet.
You know, it's kill or be killed. And you're trying to do the same thing to him that he's trying to do to you. And when it's all over, then I said, oh my God, you know, your feet might shake on the rudders.
The P-51 Mustang has pursued and outperformed its arch rival in a one-on-one battle. It's a game changer.
The ability to have an airplane that can rise to meet the enemy, that's a basic tenet of fighter doctrine, is to don't run away from your enemy, don't dive away unless you need to get away. But if you want to attack them, you rise to them and you meet them. And that's what he's able to do on several instances over the course of this dogfight, in which he gets the advantage.
Two things happened in Europe. The arrival of the Mustang at just the right time, and General Jimmy Douglas's decision. I think those were significant factors in the war. Was one.
German commanders later state the same, that the day the Mustangs took an offensive approach is the day Germany lost the air.
What are you doing?
With its long-range and high-flying dogfight abilities, the Mustang is a plane designed to double the odds and help end the war in Europe.
Thank you.
But in the Pacific, the Mustangs are called upon to do more than they were built to withstand.
Anytime we can save Americans, you've done all right.
Starting tonight, Smithsonian honors our veterans with
He didn't give me too much trouble. Thankfully. What is freedom? It's a word, a concept rife with individual meaning, yet utterly meaningless in the scope of time and space. We are comprised of atoms. Each atom has a central nucleus that is orbited by electrons. The space between these elements is vast. We are mostly made of nothing, a hard fact to accept, but there is power in this knowledge, there is opportunity in acquiescence, there is strength in surrender, and as long as you are willing to submit to freedom. Okay. I'll take your word for it, I guess. Oh crap. Can I get close enough? Get it. Okay, there's an invisible wall here. Good to know.
Over your existing gutters, which is guaranteed to filter out everything except the water.
Trying other products is what made us finally go to Leaf Filter.
And Leaf Filter's lifetime transferable warranty makes it an extraordinary value.
Leaf Filter's going to make my home more valuable, especially when I go to sell it.
Call 833-LEAF FILTER or go to getleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection and estimate. Call or log on today and save 15%.
age of creativity, when skill and artistry are multiplied by the power
Just looking for any type of items or anything that might be a little bit of a harder find. Not seeing anything though for special items. I don't think I've missed anything back there really. I don't think there's anything up here. Nothing behind. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, let's just keep trucking along, I guess.
Google's 2020 Best Resale Value Brand, 2020 Zillow's 5-year Cost to Own Brand, and Most Trusted Brand for 6 consecutive years. No wonder Kelly Blue Book also picked Subaru as their 2020 Best Overall Brand. A trusted brand and a proven value. It's easy to love a Subaru.
Get 0% APR financing for 63 months on select new 2020 models now through November 30th.
March 1945. The Japanese island of Iwo Jima. U.S. forces take some of their heaviest losses of World War II. But after 5 weeks of battle, they capture the island. There's hot debate over Iwo Jima's strategic value, but the Army Air Force sees potential.
The proximity to Iwo Jima between the Marianas and the Japanese home islands makes it a vital asset in terms of having a floating airbase.
Iwo Jima is a dot in the ocean, some 760 miles south of Tokyo. The larger bombers can make that distance in
There's just a random door.
Experience in Europe proves that there is only one fighter plane capable of escorting those bombers the entire way and back.
P-51s are introduced in the Pacific in a large scale at Iwo Jima so they can fly escort missions for the B-29s over Japan.
Don't.
Mom never gave up. Not like you.
Oh, okay.
She tried to tell you.
But you were too stupid to listen. No. No. No, this isn't right.
Myra succeeded where you failed. You refused to listen. You lost them both, and then became lost yourself.
You know anything about me?
Myra understood that goals can be achieved by submission, by joining.
Sky Christopher here, when I receive you.
Die! Where? Where? Okay. Okay. Could this be the assault rifle bag? Nope. Warden crossbow ammo pouch. It's kind of hard to see anything. Not ready just to leave just yet. I still got some things I want to grab. How are you not dead? Gosh. I feel like I missed a lot of things.
Being a patient with diabetes myself, I can say without question that the Dexcom system is the most powerful tool to help navigate diabetes better on a daily basis.
I just wear a little sensor and that's it. It's totally painless and private.
Dexcom says my glucose readings in my receiver every 5 minutes.
Do I want to backtrack all the way back to the beginning to grab that shotgun shells? Kinda. I mean, it's just shotgun shells, but it's nice not having to waste all materials of just making ammos. But it also gives me more excuses to hunt around a little bit more and be a little bit more. Be a little bit more conservative, or being a little bit more observant, to finding more like knickknacks, I guess. What's that? Oh, it's a syringe. Those. Oh, I don't think I can. Nope, can't backtrack. Alright. There goes my idea of the roof out of the window. I don't even know if I've gotten everything in this area. I'm not gonna hunt around for hours though, trying to find every little knick-knack. Not in here anyway. I'm pretty sure this is kind of straightforward anyway. Some of these areas you don't really find anything of value. I think this might be one of them. There's a lot of open ground, really nothing going on here. I don't think they'd put any statues. I could be wrong though, but I haven't seen a single one. Would like to get out of this blood-soaked area though. Blood-covered grounds.
Rockets and machine guns. There's no need for long-range fuel tanks here. The front is just minutes away.
In the early part of the war, it was only 10 or 15 round flights to the target area.
Hey, better late than never.
After all this, you still want to be reunited with Lily?
I do. I need to find her.
Fine. Then come to me.
Oh. Oh, seems like this is gonna be a major boss fight. Either that or it's gonna be a pushover. Oh, invisible walls.
Lily? Is it really you?
No, don't believe it.
One lucky hit to the belly of this airplane and you're done.
It's him in disguise.
Lily.
It had the potential to get you in trouble.
No. Lily.
There she is. Your precious daughter. Isn't this what you wanted?
Dad?
Destroy those defenses.
You let this happen to me. Why didn't you save me?
No. Please. I couldn't. I wanted to.
As I recall, my reaction was get out of the line of fire.
McGee pulls up and turns home. Not knowing the extent of the damage or the
You are doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. Unless you join me. Do that, and I can make your dreams come true. Together we can take Lily from Myra. Once I have the power of the core, you will be truly free. It will take more than bullets to stop me. Will you never learn?
You shot me. Sebastian, why?
No. No.
Nope. Did I really shoot her?
Come on, man. Get you out of here.
Ugh. Well, she's dead.
You can't let him get to you.
The Air Force dumped them on the market. The P-51's value has skyrocketed.
You gotta...
To buy a working P-51 Mustang today.
You gotta give that son of a bitch some payback.
Sebastian? What's wrong? Are you all right? You've been working too hard. It's making you delirious.
May 23rd,
Myra?
2013, Palm Beach, Navy officer Doug Matthews is determined to find out. He pushes his
Torres,
to above 39,000 feet. Just a few thousand feet more.
I'm home.
He'll break the altitude
How did I?
for a non-pressurized prop plane.
Okay. This is definitely a delusional dream.
The altitude is giving Matthews the bends, and his controls have frozen. His situation grows desperate.
Okay. But it's a set path like always.
Matthews tops out just above 42,000 feet. Well above the previously determined ceiling for the
Before we just go running into a different room, I'm gonna go search some other buildings. Some other rooms first.
I buried myself in work so hard. If I could only get some of that time back, I'd spend it with them.
This mysterious symbol. Is that a Skyrim reference? Maybe Oblivion? I don't know. I don't think it's Skyrim. I don't play Skyrim, so I don't know the symbol of Skyrim very well. Can I go outside? Nope, of course not. Is there documents? Anything of value?
Myra's last communication. It was hidden with her files. It sounded so crazy at the time. But I should have believed her.
My dearest Sebastian, if you've received this letter, then I fear the worst has come to pass. It means that my investigation got too close to the truth. It means
close when I copy my files. Hope that you never receive them, but if you do, it's up to you to finish what I started. Please find justice for
but it was to protect you from either the truth or my madness. I've enclosed a copy of my files. I only hope that you never receive them, but if you do, it's up to you to finish what I started. Please, find justice for Lily, and for me. I love you with all of my heart. Myra.
Myra.
That was ever built to do the things that you had to do. The best airplane ever.
I'm so sorry, Sebastian.
This is the story of America. Seen in color.
You've endured so much. All this time, all alone.
America is in the throes of a revolution. It's the swinging 60s.
It's my fault.
President John F. Kennedy.
You tried to tell me. But I didn't believe you.
The talents of any American to go to waste.
Martin Luther King leads a civil rights battle that promises equality for all.
Now I'm so messed up. I'm talking to an hallucination.
It's a decade that plays out on national television.
I failed you. I couldn't save Lily from the fire. I failed everyone.
That's not true, Sebastian. There was no fire to save her from. You know this now.
But I couldn't protect her.
How could you? Mobius are a force of nature. What you're doing, it's like blaming yourself for an earthquake. It wasn't your fault. You have to stop torturing yourself. You're a good man, Sebastian. That's why I married you. And this time, you can save her.
The coming presidential election contrasts two different visions. Republican Vice President Richard Nixon.
There are too many forces against you. You have to stay strong. Don't let the past defeat you.
Above everything else, the American people want leaders.
I forgive you.
Keep the peace.
And Lily will too. But the most important thing is that you forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself.
I wasn't. Please tell me I can still explore the house a little bit.
Right. She's always been right.
No.
Theodore uses my own guilt against me. But guilt for what? It's their fault, not mine. They took everything from me. I didn't start any of this. But I'm gonna finish it. And God help anybody that stands in my way.
I am not ready to leave just yet. There's other things I want to explore. You can keep knocking. I'm not done exploring. Yes. Knock, knock, knock. It's gotta be real.
Just the way it used to be.
Oh my god.
Should have stayed.
Let me grab it. Yes. 10 out of 11. Now I need one more photographic slide. That's why I like to keep exploring. I probably missed one somewhere though. Oh. Is he knocking faster? Give me a minute.
I come to the office every day, and I have a dog, and I don't like to leave him alone. So Leo, my friend,
Okay, this just leads back here.
and we talk about him as he's our therapy dog for the office. Things get hard. Oh, here we go. I'm steering.
Hold on.
Left, a little more, straight.
Got it. Remember, there's no break.
It's okay.
Wake up,
So
Sebastian.
we got the 57 T-Bird
Hoffman.
In the shop from Adam Pointer.
So me and I decided to go for a ride in T-Bird just to get it on the rack.
What?
And I think he offers.
We picked it up from Adam.
Spiritual awakening.
And it says actually Adam's car.
Hoffman?
We get to work a little with
What happened?
With Adam. I know you like that.
Yes. He's doing some horse trading or some paint job that costs way more.
She brought you here. I'm sorry, Sebastian.
Poor friend is coming next.
I tried to save her, but
Did you get a order one? We need to order one?
I shot her.
Okay.
the bullet
Well, we're
wound
gonna
was
have
superficial.
the list, but, you know,
She died from injuries sustained in a battle with those things.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's actually in pretty decent shape.
She didn't have to die like that.
Same color that's there now. It's going to be that.
She was a good soldier.
Yeah, but I think what we do is another.
She just wanted to save Lily. And now she's dead.
See, that's pretty straightforward. Got a few things to do for him under the hood. I'm going to task Pedro with doing
It's all my fault.
seats, the
Again.
door panels, and then we'll send it back over to Adam to finalize the paint and chrome.
No,
on the front.
Sebastian.
What about the engine? You have to get it running. Is there one in there?
It's not your fault.
These are really coveted valve covers. These are only on the high performance engine, the Thunderbird valve covers.
Don't let him do this to you.
Great. When you polish those up,
So we'll polish those up nicely. There is some risks involved because those particular exhaust
You're right.
manifolds are unique to a Thunderbird.
That
We don't know how
goddamn
much
son of
rust
a
we know, how
bitch.
thick it is. So when we go to sandblast,
This is what he wants.
we could sandblast right through.
Trying to make me
whatever
feel
rust is holding
guilty.
it together, and we have to throw it away.
But he's the one who did this. Not me. He's the guilty one.
Cast iron reproduction exhaust manifold for this car. But here's the
Okay.
best part.
It's time to clean house. I've just gotta find Theodore.
That's not the problem.
why?
Destroying Liam's machine worked.
It just came.
Theater's out there in the open now. The problem is getting to him.
What do you mean?
I picked this up on the exterior surveillance system cameras. Have a look. Theodore's stronghold appeared in the middle of Union, but it's surrounded by what looks like a massive wall of fire.
Shit. I won't be able to get through it.
I think that there may be a way. I found a device in Liam's equipment room that should be able to help.
Great. Let's see it.
It's not quite ready. I still have to do a few tweaks.
Okay. Go do what you have to do. I remember there being a hotel near there. I'll go check if it's safe, then send you the coordinates. You can meet me there with the device.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Hey, assault rifle.
The first generation of Ford Thunderbird, made from 1955 to 1957, was a hit. Ford sold 20 times as many Thunderbirds as
I'm
Chevrolet
sorry,
sold
Esmeralda.
Unlike Chevrolet targeting
I'll make sure you didn't die for nothing. I'm gonna hunt him down like the dog that he is.
It sold as a two-door
Assault rifle. This is a modern kinetic weapon. Uses standard rifle ammunition. Packs a punch but burns through ammo quickly. Of course it does. Of course it does.
Features like 150 mph speedometer and a hood scoop hinted at sportiness, while power windows and seats spoke of luxury. In 1955, the base price of the Ford Thunderbird was $2,944, and an extra
I'm missing one photographic slide.
This was roughly the same price as the Chevrolet Corvette. Adjusting for inflation and in modern day prices, the cost of the Ford Thunderbird would be roughly $28,000.
I had Nick come by to take a look at this 57 Thunderbird that we're doing for Adam Kleiner. Nick Smith, how are you? Good, Ralph, how are you?
Hi, my name's Nick Smith and I work for an auction company, Worldwide Auctioneers, as a specialist acquiring cars for auction and appraising them for value. I've known Ralph for many years. He calls me in to keep an eye on the market and see where the budget for restorations.
It's more of a favor for a friend of mine.
Wow.
I think he's got some sentimental attachment to it.
There are half a dozen or more variants of the 57 Thunderbird, so it is a B code. It's a slightly larger engine, not a 292 but a 312. So slightly more 45 horsepower. Pretty basic spec. So
window or mirror there.
Power brakes, power steering, power seats are the options to this.
A few more things.
These are pretty much a staple of
Theodore's been messing with my mind. Every time I see him, he uses my own nightmares against me.
That sounds like him. He's a master of neurolinguistic programming. And in here, the linguistic part becomes irrelevant. Why talk when you can get straight into your mind?
He almost had me.
What is the worth as it is?
But I searched inside myself, and there was someone there. Someone who told me what I needed to do. I know I can take him on now.
Yes, I can see that you're ready.
How did you? Right.
The team psychologist.
Esmeralda might have lived if she didn't try to save me.
Don't feel guilty. We talked while I tried to save her. She told me about the plan. She wanted it to succeed. She made the decision to get you. She knew the risks and did what she thought was right. She said that she owed you.
Owed me? For what? We just met.
Esmeralda is the operative who took Lily from your home and burned it down. She's felt guilty ever since. That's why she joined Myra. That's why she risked her life to save you.
What?
Don't hate her, Sebastian. She didn't have a choice at the time. And she did everything she could to make it right.
I can't hate her. She sacrificed herself for the plan. She made her amends.
Thunderbird's trademark portal window and hardtop wasn't available until the 1956.
There's really nothing back there. Where am I supposed to go?
Standard 5.1-liter, 245 horsepower V8, but was also available with a dual carburetor supercharged version that generated 300 horsepower.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Please, Cookie Craftsman, find out.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
One of the best that we've seen.
I'll be right back.
Season premiere Christmas Cookie Challenge tonight at 10. Cartoon Network, set your TV on.
So you didn't get the credit card you wanted.
Chill.
I got denied. There's nothing they can do. You're wrong, Tom. You get therapy, Penny. Oh, like a dog? No.
Cat?
No, a cow. An experienced cow.
Oh yeah, you can raise your credit scores instantly after experience.
It works. There's that cashback card I want right there. Boost your credit scores instantly, free, with Experian. Download the Experian app now.
I felt awful because of my swells. So I was covered from head to toe with it. It really hurt. Then I started Costantix. That was 4 years ago. Why? See me.
Costantix works fast to give you clear skin that can last. Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Costantix. Don't use if you're allergic to Costantix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms.
The curtains were just waffling and I could feel like cool, but my place, now we have dropped 55 to 40.
I'll shut those in a bit.
Yeah.
But I like the sound of the rain though.
Yeah, but maybe shut the one side and shut it down some. Or is that a major operation? Get at them. I was talking about the window glass.
Oh,
blowing that cold in.
Improve Black Friday. Instead of one day of crazy, Black Friday prices.
Yeah, that's fine for a while. Listen to the rain and stuff and that.
Close it soon.
Filmed a doer get more done.
Well, I think if we told Tom to shut his door so it wouldn't have a straight flow through.
It's already closed.
Oh, it is? Well, alright, that explains why the curtains were moving differently from each other. The things puffing in and flowing out. Breathing over there, we just cut it off. So.
Yeah.
You should still be able to hear the rain, though.
Yeah.
I've been watching it out here and I thought at times, am I hearing the rain yet too from clear over? I've seen it out here and it's still got a pretty steady pitter patter, but
yeah.
You don't want it to drop any more in the temperature on that. If the rain starts turning into a skating rink out there.
Bronco doing the original restoration of the 1957 Ford Thunderbird in partnership with paint and body shop owner Adam Fleiner. Ralph and his team will handle the engine interior, and Adam will take care of the paint and body work.
Okay.
So this is the Thunderbird that belongs to Adam Fleiner?
Yes.
We have to do a bunch of stuff to the car.
1 second before we start on numbers. We're doing horse treatment. We're going to do a paint job for us.
Yes.
I'm really happy to work with Adam. He does all of our painting, and that's great, but we are not getting paid on this job. I do not like to have my guys working where I just write out the check, and I don't get paid for it.
I mean, this car is important to Adam because originally his grandfather had this car. So it's a little bit of a sentimental thing for him.
It's really nice, but this is not a paid job. We are in the business to make money.
It's not a paid job, but the credit that I get for this job, I can apply to the paint job on my 7-year ESL. I'm kind of doing this from a favor, really kind of selfishly, because I know that I'm going to use Adam for another paint job anyway, so I'd like to have the credit so I can apply it to another paint job in the future.
There's all these people that are going to be involved doing this entire work, and I have to pay them.
So what you're telling me is this is a business decision, not a personal decision?
Yes, and this business decision isn't looking so good. Ralph set up this barter, and this is why I like to be in charge of the money and not him, because he likes to do favors. Nothing's ever really clearly defined about how much anything costs. All right, this is all on you. You don't get my blessing on this one. All right. I'm done wasting any more time. Let's go.
So having a good relationship with the people that you work with and vendors, and it's hard to put a price on that. So I'd rather not argue about the dollar amount. I'd rather just keep a good relationship, and it always seems to work out better for me in the end.
Favors don't pay our bills. Money pays our bills.
So the plan for the 1957 1957 Ford Thunderbird restoration.
What can I help you with, Detective?
Colonial white color. And the refreshed and restored interior.
I sense you're preparing for something you're afraid of.
I'm only afraid of failing. If I don't succeed...
Then you will have sacrificed yourself for a good cause.
If I sacrifice myself, there's no one to finish this. Sacrifice means you've lost.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's what's needed to complete the task at hand.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
The good news is the fitting is okay.
She's not wrong, though.
Yeah, it's going to break it off. The opening would be just a simple fuel leak and maybe a loose fitting. It turns out that the insert line going into the front fuel bowl...
I've definitely missed a lot of keys. Unless if they're gonna be throwing a bunch at me, which would be cool.
It's going to catch on fire at some point. You don't want to feel it. We're going to pull all of the poorly run spark plug wires, distributor cap, basically redo the ignition system. We're going to pull the valve covers and get those polished.
In a moment, Cat.
Welcome. And just do a dry fit up, figure out the fuel leak and the running condition issues so we can give them back a nice running car. What did they try and fix with a shoelace? A shoelace? Yeah, that looks like a shoelace.
Temperature was on 73 last night when I went to bed. It was on 73 when I come out here this morning. About an hour and a half ago, it was still on 67.
Uh-oh.
Gorilla Tape. Of course. Gorilla Tape is 3 times stronger for a hold that lasts. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
How does this even happen? What is this? What? Game. I'm stuck in the chair.
Since 1999, RockAuto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy to use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
I haven't saved.
Especially in these times. But some things are too serious to be ignored. If you still have symptoms of Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, even after trying other medications, it may be a sign
Game. What is wrong with this gun? Such a glitchy piece of junk. Ah, so I didn't miss it.
Kidman.
Yes, Sebastian? What are you thinking about?
Lily. Everything that's happening in here is because of her. Everyone wants her. Like she's just some object to be owned. She's the real victim here. Poor thing doesn't know what it's like to live a normal life. All these years with Mobius have probably destroyed her innocence.
She's still a sweet little girl.
I hope so. Her youth was stolen from her. She didn't get a chance to go to school, to have friends. All the birthdays and holidays she missed. It's heartbreaking to think of what she's been through. Lily was always so precocious, so smart, observant. She had this way of looking at you, where you knew that she understood you. Not just what you were saying, but what you were feeling too. I always knew she was special. But I thought it was just because she was my daughter.
Lily is special. She was found because of her off-the-chart scores on her standardized tests.
I keep referring to her in the past tense. It still doesn't seem real to me that she's alive. And in here.
She is. But you've got to save her before you can start to rebuild your relationship. I'm here to help. Just let me know what I can do for you.
Go. So we didn't miss any, or
Millions of people have trusted
Okay.
Medicare coverage.
No goodies for me this time, huh?
Too. Don't miss the deadline. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-413-4009.
Where you going?
That's 1-800-413-4009 now.
What is it? You want me to follow you?
Yes. Let me follow the cat.
And within hours, be seen again for the first time. And so, in a dramatic way, we often will see an elderly person who hasn't seen their loved one or their grandchild.
You want me to sit in the chair?
And overnight, we take off the patch. And there's much rejoicing.
Oh.
Congratulations, Sebastian. You've almost completed the inner journey that you began so long ago. You have faced down your own demons. You have risked great harm to emerge triumphant. But there is still a memory that you've refused to confront.
What do you mean?
Oh. Yes, the last slide.
This will help you.
So we're partnering with the Ethiopian National Ministry of Health this week to help them to distribute, we think, almost 10,000 sets of this desperately needed antibiotic, which helps the people here avoid eye disease, which can leave them blind, and also provides quality of care.
What's this one about?
Long-term treatment for the community.
Hi, I'm Green Stone. This is my wife, Mary Beth Stone. We're from Columbus, Georgia, and we work on the eye readers team over here.
We believe what Jewish Voice Ministry teaches.
Oh,
we believe
Joseph.
In Messiah. We believe in
my partner.
Chatting, kidding me.
We enjoy serving these people and taking care of them and giving them
Ah.
so they can read, so they can see how to read their Bible.
Calling back so soon. What's up?
After all this time,
In these end times right now.
there's something we've never talked about.
Sounds ominous. What is it?
No,
Joseph.
what? Who? Joseph.
Right. I know that you respected Joseph and that he felt the same way towards you.
I never had the opportunity to make amends about that. Things were confusing after Beacon. I should have tried to get answers about what happened. I mean, I know what happened. Don't worry, I can't fault you for what you did. But I still blame myself for his death.
You don't have to do that, Sebastian.
Why not? You'd prefer that I blame you? You're the one who actually killed him.
No, I didn't.
I saw you shoot him, Kidman.
I know you did, but...
But what?
Joseph isn't dead.
What? Are you... No. It can't. What happened to him? Where is he?
That's a long story, and a conversation for another time. When we're both safe. Just know that you don't have to blame yourself for his death anymore. I've got to go, Sebastian.
My boy's still alive.
We can talk later.
Yeah. You bet we're gonna talk later.
Cool. That's all the slides. Oh, thanks, Kat. Thank you. Now let's take a quick save. There we go. Joseph. Yay, he's not dead.
You look like you could use some help, Detective. I know my office is relaxing, but it's no place to loiter.
I don't think I have. No, I don't. What can I upgrade? What is there worth upgrading now?
For your pledge of just $30 a month or more, we'll send you this stunning, hand-painted lion and lamb statue, as well as one of the beautiful Afghan thrones.
I guess I could buy the final, like, of the health and stuff. For... Oh, yeah, I need to...
Don't miss this opportunity to bless, and you'll be blessed. You'll be making a huge impact.
You may not be able to come to Ethiopia, but you can send us. And you can save people who need our attention today. You will enable Jewish Voice to deliver desperately needed physical and spiritual care through these humanitarian clinics. When you go online or call the number on your screen, you will be the answer to their prayers. Together, we can make a difference. Your monthly
Alright.
tangible relief.
My stamina and my health are now maxed.
Tomorrow might be too late. You can make a difference when you give right now.
Call now or go online to bring urgent help to the lives of people in need in Ethiopia.
Let me just check one more time.
And live in isolation. You can make a significant difference right now. The Jewish Voice Ministries provides relief and hope through humanitarian outreaches to be sure that the heart of Yeshua touches each person in need. When you call the number on the screen with your gift of
Just curious.
you will receive
Alright, let's get out of here. Barrel facility.
If you can help by becoming a partner with your monthly support of $30 or more, you will receive both a beautiful Afghan throw and a stunning hand-painted lion.
What direction do I go in?
These are our way of saying thanks and a reminder of what we are doing together to help Jewish people in need. All major credit cards are accepted. You can call the toll-free number now or use the web address shown. You can also send a check to the mailing address on the screen. Thank you for helping us reach the lives of those in Ethiopia needing medical relief as well as the good news. Your gift is so important and very much appreciated. Please call right now to partner with us and transform lives.
The preceding was paid programming sponsored by Jewish Voice Ministries International.
In those days, men from all the nations will take hold of the garment of a Jew and say, "We want to go with you, for we know that God is with you."
Is that
Messianic Jewish evangelist Rabbi Kurt Schneider as he shares authentic teaching from the Old and New Testaments, unfolding revelation today for your brighter on discovering the Jewish Jesus.
Jeez.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Here on the Impact Network.
What area is that? Is that plus, post plus? I think this might be post plus, because here's the theater. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna take a gamble and say it's post plus. We'll see. I'm gonna try finishing this game today. If I can, that is. No promises. Is this the area? Yes, this is it. Post plus.
You know, like how the Bible says, this is a day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And we're really excited to be finishing up this week a teaching that you did here on campus on favor. And this week we're going to be teaching on
overwrite that.
Praise God, you know, we have favor on our life. And I have this book I've written called Uncommon Favor. It's actually my life story, praise God. And it's almost too good to be true. And it's because of the favor of God, because of the grace of God on my life. And we're going to make a special offer.
Shit.
We're on a journey
That really is a stronghold.
I was reading
What's going on in there, Sebastian? STEM is going crazy. It seems like it's becoming even more destabilized.
You don't know the half of it.
I take it you had something to do with it?
I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have to, Kidman. I'm gonna finish this once and for all. I'm gonna save Lily.
Give us the reference.
And I have all the tools I need this time.
Good luck, Sebastian. And keep me posted, okay? It's important that I know what's going on in there so that I can help you again. You get me?
I do.
Week by week,
I'll be in touch.
You know, we've been doing this for decades now. So I've read this at least, you know,
I have no idea what I'm... Isn't that the theater building almost? Over near there? Is there enemies here? I mean, I've searched this area pretty heavily, so... I feel like I can skip half of it.
If you want to know the Jewish roots of the faith, it's because you're looking for a longer vision. If you look just in the short, you know, you can see Yeshua, but if you see Yeshua, you see the Father. But there's so much more to know about the Father. So when you go back to the Jewish scriptures, you learn more about that invisible, amazing God.
And I'm sharing in another program we did together, and I think it's worth mentioning again. God is doing something
A lot of bodies.
on the earth today, and I see this in
They're pretty much all burned to a crisp, though, so...
where people are connecting to the Jewish roots of their faith, and one of the things that's coming out of that that's so precious is a new revelation of who the Father is.
Exactly.
A relationship with the Father, and it was the Son. It was Jesus.
I did kill the 2 Hellbringers, so I have the flamethrower. I can use it now. Wasn't able to use it before. I guess it can take, like, a small... I don't think there's any more operatives. I'm just gonna take beeline to wherever I need to go, or however I get there, that is.
Jewish believers say, not Trinity, but tri-unity, and getting to know the Father. I think we focus on getting to know Jesus, which is absolutely critical. Him we live and move and have our being.
Kinda wanna search around, but I know there's probably not much left. I have gone through this area quite a few times and searched a lot, so I'm just gonna take a quick look down this way.
A wonderful way to connect to God the Father is to remember this. When we put this particular
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything or resources.
Which means it ends in 2nd Chronicles instead of Malachi. Same books, they're just in a different order. The Jewish order preceded the Christian order of the books of the Old Testament. So when you end in 2nd Chronicles, it pushes you back to what Jeremiah 31 says, right? That he was going to make a new covenant with the house of Israel, right? And they all know him from the least to the greatest.
I don't know how much sneak is going to be needed here, so...
To know Yeshua is critically important because he's like the sight line. He's like the sight line. But if you don't look beyond the sight line to the longer vision is to know God. And God the Father was invisible for 1,400 years before Yeshua arrived.
Jesus, that thing is huge. You wouldn't be able to carry that on your back.
In the name of Yeshua, Jesus' name.
Which is why it's a relationship. And so the more time you spend in your Bible, the more that relationship...
Thing probably weighs a good, what, 50 pounds? With the fuel canisters along with it. The weapon itself.
It said, Adonai saw, it talks about Moses was at the end of his walk, and he's like so frustrated because he knows he's going to walk 30
pounds. Might be a little more than that. Oh, there's a Hallbringer. No, it's just trying to look at it realistically.
Well, if you looked at those World War II things, I mean, the guy had a big tank strapped on his back end, and they were running like 50, 65 pounds.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
loves you that way. He cares about you. He cares about their children and their children and their children's children. That's the God we serve. Gotta know the Bible. This the Bible saved our lives. And this is not just an ordinary book. These are the words of life. This is God's word to us. I just can feel it. I can literally feel it changing me on the inside when I spend time in God's word. Don't you feel that? I love that. The washing of the word of God. I encourage you to make time every day to read God's word. Just to spend time alone, reading, meditating on God's word. It really does change you.
Your voice is when we first discovered the Bible together, and then you left to begin to
Okay.
I just remember we were so proud of you and you were going to do that because the Bible was in your life and set the course for our marriage, and we were out there doing signs and wonders, miracles following that, and it was amazing to watch. And now, another 25 years later, you're literally giving the Bible away. You don't get to give it away. You get to give the Word of God away.
25 years ago, actually, 28 years ago, I was struggling with Bibles in Russia. I just returned to the 25th anniversary of the
I'm sorry, Father. I lost you. Wanting your children to love God starts with connecting them to this Bible. And for some people, I know for me, it can be a struggle, but God has given us ways to do it with this Bible.
God's word is allowed.
Okay, how'd you see me?
We'll be right back after this. The Bible truly is God's word to us, and a constant reminder of the eternal nature of His word.
He will lead us.
What? What?
You gotta stop us.
Of what is happening?
Where have you gone?
You will not only receive one Jewish Voice Bible, but Jonathan has support Bible for you to share with a loved one. Please call our 800 number on the screen now and let our representative know what level of giving you'd like to participate in. If you prefer, you can always
Come on.
at jewishvoice.tv or you can simply text JBMI to 474747. You can also donate by mailing your gift to the address on the screen. Thank you in advance for your generous support. And now, let's move on.
Christian scholars to work together.
This enemy's AI is so trash.
Translation of the Bible, and if I believe this is the fulfillment.
Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head. I could see every little location you're in. Yeah, right.
He's brought them back to the land. That's Bible prophecy fulfilled before our very eyes 70 years ago.
Some of these enemies are so. Oh, the Hellbringer. Their AI is garbage.
Men and women are working together to proclaim the Word of God, both in written and verbally. Daniel, give us some examples of how the Hebraic context of the Bible.
That really is a stronghold.
Other translations, which are inspired,
what's going on in there,
which
Zach?
communicates God's Word, but there's some unique qualities of the Hebraic translation of the Bible.
I think the best way to describe it is that just like you unroll a scroll, you can't, like when you open this Bible, you can open it up to any part you want and connect it to any other part you want. When you roll a scroll week by week, learn it, and then you go back to the beginning, and every year you go through it again, and you rewind. It's like rewinding an old cassette tape in order to hear the song played again. That's what Jewish people have done with the Bible for 3,400 years. And when we fall out of that sequencing, when we stop reading the Bible, we fall into slavery, and we lose our land and we lose our, it's desperate. Nobody wants to see that happen. So a clarion call to return to the Bible is
boy.
Our hearts and our minds at peace with God and in right order. So this Bible, not only does it show you the Jewish context, but it sets up the divine order of God that you don't understand what Yeshua is saying, what he's meaning, if you don't understand where he's quoting.
It's laid out differently. The books, the same books are there, but it's laid out in a different
But
fashion.
Revelation is sequenced. Like, people don't ever really think about that, but we really don't have a time machine, folks. You really can't go back. What you can do is God can change your life and everything can look different, but you can't physically go back. There's this wonderful thing about following God where every day is a new adventure. Every day is a new revelation. Every time you open up the book, you're reading a pathway through your spirit to become more like
This is a really important point.
That's right.
We're in an active relationship with the creator of the universe. I am goosebumps as I say that. God wants a deep relationship with you. How does he speak to us? He speaks to us through his word. It's alive. It's active. It's powerful. It provides prayer and self-renewal.
That swing.
It's a lens where we get to see that the invisible God is unchanging, mold us and make us into the image of our Messiah. Change us from the inside out. I'm not the same person that I was even a year ago, because the continual transformation of God in my life, because I spend time with God. I don't trust other people because of the word. I trust other people because I read the word. I love the Bible. I know that God's truth is unalterable.
You can't borrow by hearing how to hear it. You get the word of God into your spirit. The hearing of our natural words and the hearing of our spirit. We read it, but that's what we hear of our spirit. When we speak it forth, there's great power.
And many times have people feel about something that comes out of their face. It didn't travel through their brain. It came right out of their heart. And the rest of the heart and mouth speak. And when you spend time in the Bible, and you spend time crying out to God, living for God, you will find that everything about your insides change. And you will walk by faith and not by sight. I don't walk by what I see, I walk by what I believe.
I want to change direction. I really want to ask it. People observe people really run all the way now. You help people look at it.
What? And when you read something about the God declaring his that's unshakable. When the word out
What the heck?
so that you don't say the touch of the sacred name of God. Like, so there's no violence. So I think it's time to say Q.
I'm sorry, Father. I lost you.
Opens your mouth to speak. Without the breath of God flowing through you, you can't utter anything.
Ah, this is stupid. It's just fall already. Thank you.
JDMI in your app store, and then you download it onto your device. And I think you'll do it today. Danya, I have such a strong sense about rebellion, and there's a cultural shift.
The hotel's clear, Hoffman. Are you done with your tweaks?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, I'm sending you the coordinates.
He wants to draw the children.
Oh, those enemies with those that thing eyes.
Because there are a lot of people watching right now that are just really
here it is.
Reaching out to God for restoration.
What is it?
It's a portable field stabilizer. O'Neill must have been working on it before Theodore changed him. It creates a small area of stabilization that should keep the fire away.
How small?
Its circumference is about as big as a safe house.
Big enough to protect me. Good. How's it work?
That's the tough part. It's a prototype, so it's a little temperamental. I have to operate it. Last thing you want is for it to go on the fritz while you're in a wall of flame.
I can't let you do that. It's too dangerous.
So is staying here if you can't get inside. Besides, I'm sick of hiding. The only way we're going to get through this is if we work together. It's the only way to save Lily. And what if you need emergency psychoanalysis? Who's going to help you then?
You know just what to say to convince me, Hoffman.
Of course I do. I'm the team psychologist.
That you are.
I'm here for this. Let me know when you're ready to go.
For the items. Okay, Hoffman's journal. The handwriting of the journal is hard to decipher, but with effort you managed to read the most recent entry. Liam's transformation was horrifying yet fascinating. It went far beyond neuro-linguistic programming. Theodore's words did more than influence Liam. They physically transformed him. No wonder Theodore wants control over STEM. It has amplified his already formidable, influential prowess. The things you can do in here. Sebastian's personality isn't as weak as Liam's was, but he still suffers from unresolved trauma. Theodore will no doubt try to use his new abilities to break Sebastian down. I just hope that he's strong enough to resist. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I almost have all the files. I'm missing 3. Hopefully I get the last couple.
Are you ready, Sebastian?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Jesus. Skull.
With a gift of just $50 or more, you'll not only receive one Jewish Voice Bible, but Jonathan wants to thank you for your monthly support by including a second Bible for you to share with a loved one.
Is there a coffee pot in here?
I
don't think so. Yay, another fuse. Anything else, like, hidden in here? Oh. Mysterious mug. You feel like you've seen this before, but you can't quite put your finger on it. On when or where that was. But anyway, it looks pretty cool, so you just got to keep it in your room. I'm not familiar with that. Image. I'll have to look up what that is referring to.
Testimony we've received that really touched me, so we'll look at that as well. So the first question: do rabbis believe the entire Bible is the Word of God, or only the books in the Torah? Now, this is a good question.
Because I have no idea what it's referring to.
Torah is the first 5
Sebastian's room.
in the Old Testament, Genesis, Exodus,
Really don't got much left in here.
and then following that,
Except the small things.
We call the Old Testament the Tanakh. made up of the Torah, the prophets, and the
I got mostly
Jews, rabbis, observant Jews,
most of the collectibles. Is there a coffee pot in here?
unless they're Messianic Jews.
I don't think there's one in here.
The authority of the New Testament and the messiahship of Yeshua or Jesus. But rabbis, Orthodox rabbis, totally believe that the Tanakh, the Torah, along with the writings and the prophets, what Christians call the Old Testament, is the inspired Word of God, and they add to that the oral law.
Ooh, before we just go make one, we could just go grab the one that's in here.
Rabbinic rules and regulations.
We've got to stop meeting like this, Detective.
They also believe that that's inspired by God.
I agree. How many are there? Just... there must be like, what, 2? 3 maybe?
How am I ever going to get you?
Okay.
The answer is absolutely. In fact, when the apostles expounded on Scripture, when Paul expounded
I have... No. Hold on.
Jesus was the Messiah. They didn't have the New Testament. They wrote the New Testament. Some of you are looking at me like, well, that's crazy. Of course there was a New Testament. No, there wasn't. That came later. They expounded the Old Testament.
Now we go.
The prophets, the writers. So there's some places to look for clear.
Are you ready, Sebastian?
Messianic prophecies.
All right.
Actually, hold on.
Jesus was ever born through Isaiah 53. Another one is Psalm 22. It actually gives you a picture of the crucifixion. Jeremiah 31, verses 31 through 35. Incredible prophecy about the new covenant, where God will forgive their sins and remember them no more. And then another one I love is Daniel chapter 9, verses 24 through 27, that specifically prophesied that the Messiah, the anointed one, would die, but not for himself, and that would happen before the destruction of the temple. I could go on and on and on. There's over 300 messianic prophecies that predictively reveal the coming of the Messiah in the person of Yeshua, written hundreds of years before he was ever born. I want to take one more question very quickly, and then I'll share a testimony with you. How is Messianic Judaism different from Christianity? Great question. Messianic Jews, like myself, are Jews who were born Jewish, but also believe that Jesus is the Messiah. We call him Yeshua, but also retain our cultural identity as Jews. Now that differs from Christianity, although many Christians embrace the Jewish roots of their faith, we assert we haven't converted to another religion. We're Jews who have found the promised Messiah in the same way that all the first believers in Jesus in the New Testament were Jews who never converted to Christianity. There was no Christianity, but they simply discovered that Jesus, Yeshua, was their promised Messiah. I want to share a testimony that really moved me. And this is from Pamela. And Pamela, thank you for writing to us. She wrote this.
Alright, I'm back.
Let's do this.
Okay. Believer that everything
Lead the way.
has been taken from my life. And late that night I had a bottle of pills, and you showed.
I feel like she's gonna burn alive like that one scene in Spyro Dawn of the Dragon.
If you think you're alone, you have God to help you. And I knew
I'll have to carry and operate it from here.
they keep living the so
It should protect us from the fire, but it won't stop those things in there from trying to kill us.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
That has been out of my life and his children for 10
Here goes nothing.
I have learned to keep restrictions. I was never taught about anything Jewish. I guess I had been saved, but had religion and now
It's working! Just make sure to stay inside the dome. Come on!
I can't see anything through these flames.
Just keep an eye out for those things. Follow me. I know the way.
What's up?
How many pieces of bacon would you like?
3.
Okay.
One's coming through!
I got him!
Two. Well.
Another one. Watch your back, Hoffman.
That's what you're here for!
Good thing. They're everywhere.
In the name of social.
How much further?
It seems a lot longer once you're in it.
He wants to keep us out. Good. That means he's afraid. Don't stop now. We're almost there.
Hold on! Something's wrong with the stabilizer!
Can you fix it?
I'm working on it! Just watch my back!
Yeah.
Come on.
That was close.
What the heck? Am I shooting too high or something? Like, what?
Are you regretting this yet?
This is my chance to make up for what I did to Lily. And all the others I helped couldn't stand. So no, I don't regret it.
Shit, my skin is burning. Just gotta get through this. Hoffman, what's happening?
It's failing again! Hold on!
Hurry up, it's getting hot in here.
Oh my gosh.
gotta go. Now.
Being filed a number of courts, but I don't give them much chance of success.
Run! Almost there!
Hoffman! Let's go! Get Billy!
Hoffman, no!
The next thing is the term of the Senate and House is over January 3rd. The term of the president is over January 20th. So
Just
Trump
like that.
remains president until January 20th of
All by myself.
I'm sorry, Yukiko. I'll make him pay. I promise.
I got a lot of ammo, so maybe this
After
won't.
all of this, I'm the only one left, but he's not gonna stop me.
Wish it was just that simple.
placed into the mix somewhere along the way. But right now,
Thank you, Tom.
Europe wants to push back on their planning, and will this election ultimately be settled at the court? Still heard as that.
The mainstream media may have already coronated Joe Biden president-elect, but the legal challenges over alleged voting irregularities begin today. Joe Biden is moving forward as if the election results are final. Kamala Harris will have a briefing with their transition COVID advisory board this morning.
Our work is hard. For those.
God gives us all things to enjoy. Let's honor him. But by the way, those who abuse it never really enjoy. All right, from another partner to animals. You know, it's all kinds of perversion. Why? They cannot find that level again.
Theodore Scripture 1. This place humans incur potential Mobius wasted. Fail to understand the magnitude of what they have created. Imagine an entire world of converts. Their memories overwritten and reprogrammed, all connected to it, such remind the core. My commands traveling at the speed of thought and accepted without question. I could build my own spiritual utopia in days instead of decades. Got 2 more files. Either they will be later or they will be sooner.
Yeah, but this time it's different. You're not getting away.
Okay. Kiss this. Just stop. Stop. No.
Receive from the Lord, you'll never reach that place until you stop. Only God can give you true satisfaction. And that applies to everything.
Hey, assault rifle ammo pouch. 3 of 3.
So there remains very much yet to be possessed. So it's one thing about conquering and conquering. Joshua's job was to conquer and conquer and conquer and conquer. But finally he has conquered everything.
Costas Analos? Costas. I can't say his last name to save the life of me. I wish I could. Costas Analos.
From Joshua 11 you don't find Joshua
Constanalos.
in the book of Joshua. No more conquering. Okay? Yes. In this chapter, 3 chapters after, God says, there remains
Costas Analos.
Now what is God saying? He's not saying conquer to get more land. He's saying, right now, you're not possessing what you have conquered. The Hebrew there is Yarash, which is heir, the word heir, inherit, possess. We're not possessing what we have
Let's give myself a moment.
No such thing as praying tongues, no such thing as healing and things like that. I mean, what's the point? Jesus died. Why did he go to all the extra, the other land Jewish history has never gone through? He went to the extra before the cross.
Yeah, I will.
And then we squander the inheritance by fighting over it. It's all about inheritance.
What? Yeah.
God is saying there's very much more land to be possessed. In other words, Yarash, inheritance. You're not taking your inheritance. How do I do it?
How many bacon?
3.
Back again, Detective?
The squatters came back. The land has been conquered by Israel, but the squatters are back. The squatters are land that belongs to God's people. And yet, no one is possessing the land. Always remember, when you don't possess, don't think it remains the same.
Okay.
The enemy steps in. You don't teach your children the right things, the enemy steps in.
I don't think I got much. Nope.
You know, nature abhors a vacuum. They'll try to fill in something unless we tell our children the right thing that's there already, nothing can come in. Don't think for one moment if parents treat church attending church as optional, don't be surprised one day your kids treat Jesus as irrelevant.
Okay.
So God's advice was this. In verse 16 chapter, after he told Joshua that then all the people that are squatters I would drive out from before the children of Israel, only divided by lot to Israel as an inheritance. Get your lot, get your portion. Now from here on, there is no more fighting involved. But the fighting is a fight of faith. In other words, it's not fight to get land, it's fight to possess what is yours. It's called fight the good fight of faith. Are you with me? Now, I'm going to give something, a revelation.
No.
Now, this revelation is it is okay with you. Some of you look very, very young, even though I know your age. So this revelation will make you look younger and feel younger. Are you okay with that? Because my time is catching up, so I might not be able to give you this revelation. I may put it in the official Joseph Prince, but I'm not too sure. Because of time. I want to go slow. Okay? And this is the thing. Joshua, verse 1 again, back to verse 1. Same chapter. Now, Joshua was old. You will never get there.
Just like the last time you wanted to save her. Damn it. You're not gonna get to me.
There is someone who is very close to Joshua. Actually, he's also advanced in years, but he never grew old. Who is that? Who is that? Caleb. Remember Joshua and Caleb? Joshua and Caleb went into the promised land to fight out the land with all the other leaders of the tribes, and they are the only two ones that came out and said, the land that God gave us in the English Bible is an Exodus land, in the Hebrew literally it's a repeat. It's a very...
All of his business. You will crawl. My disciple is great.
Shall we?
Alright, I'm gonna just end stream here, guys. For now, I'll come back here in a minute.